got lost out here. Where you at? Tony Ruffin, number one. Nigga, keep on. Chris get that low. Where you at? What up? Rest the soul. Hey, honey, keep on. Nigga, keep on. So spit that dog shit, that gun shit. I got a verse to kick it, ain't enough for me to spit. I split a nigga shit when I spit. I'm slick like Red and my 3-point better than shit. I've been stopped 4 times, I've run the rush like Christ. 2 times on my back, I spent nothing.
Yo, what it do? You on the Ain't Nothing Funny show, and I am the host, Alamo the President. No, I ain't had no sexual relationship with no porn star. Hope as well like mine was, man. I had an eye day, eye morning, eye evening, getting this breeze on. We in this last bit of the this summer air. You know how that shit goes, man. You gotta get that last bit of summer air, man. Get these little move around before that winter start coming in. The hoodie weather, because they said by next week it should be a little bit cold, temperature dropping. You know what I mean? Good. I'm a winter baby. I'm kind of happy for me. You know what I mean? I'm blessing is all willing. Shout out to Mike. If you want to get on, holler at me, man. Hit me up, man. Get on and shit like that. Shout out to the people, the mothers, brothers, sisters, auntie, cousins, nephews. Shout out to everybody. Yo, today I'll be on for a little bit. Not as long. Trying to overshadow y'all niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit is real out there in the field. It's kind of hard out there for a pimp. When you're trying to get the dollar. When the Cadillacs, all that shit is spent, your ass is a whole lot of talking shit. I will give a shout out to the niggas that really need a shout out. I will give a shout out to the fathers out there and shit like that. To the mothers out there. To the people that are taking care of their responsibility, their kids, they love, they joy. Don't let nobody overbound that spirit up out there, man. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Keep it moving, you know, as usual. As usual, compadres. Yo, today I have a little story. I might try to flip this. Let me see how I can flip this for later on. Yeah, I'll be here probably like 40 minutes, 30 minutes. Cause I gotta do something real bad. Yeah. So I want to jump into this story right quick. About 2 of them. Your boy Biden, the nigga got the flip. This dude out here is still reckless. You know what I mean? He's still doing not his professional job that I don't see and shit like that. I don't like to talk about put our president into no bullshit, but yo, he's still out there doing shit that unnatural. You know what I mean? I'm talking about boy he got the flip, he got the finger flipped at him when he came to Hawaii and shit. Hawaiian said he had a little smirk on his face, like that shit was a joke. You know what I mean? And this shit is real. Oh, kidnappings, niggas is kidnapping people in New York City. He got caught though. Amber alert went on. They caught this white man, looked like a female, for kidnapping a little 5-year-old girl. Reported missing. They found her. Man took him in custody for it. You gotta be safe out here with your kids, man. Word up, bro. You can't turn your head for 1 second with your kid without somebody trying to do some wild shit. They caught him at the Roosevelt Jackson train station, and that's the busy ass train station. It looked like he was getting ready to go take his baby and try to blend in with some shit. White old man with a Spanish baby. Yo, you know what I mean? Kidnapping. That shit. He look weird. Like, why would you touch a little girl and kidnapping? Period, bro. Kidnapping. Period. You got these strange people out here that's walking this world today. That's showing some real shit. I just bumped into that. I'm gonna get back to that Hawaiian shit. But yo, son, some these people these days is mad sick in the fucking head, bro. You know, you go and taking kids and shit. I watched the movie I've been telling y'all about and shit like that. That shit was personal, bro. That shit gets in. That shit hits people in all different kind of ways, especially you got kids and some people that have kids or don't have kids. I mean, don't have kids and shit like that. That shit should hit them a special way because you got like nieces and nephews and all that shit. I think off limits, everything is kids, bro. You know, mafia always will tell you that women and children is off limits. But then you got cartels and mafia tell you women and children is off limits. In the movie I was watching, they show the cartels was selling the kids and shit like that. So how could that be off limits? And they saying that it's more than $1 billion, like $1 trillion enterprise type shit. Like, yo, so all the money that they making, don't really mean nothing. So that's why they doing trafficking and shit like that, because that's $1 billion, $1 trillion industry for these rich motherfuckers, these rich sick ass motherfuckers. All these poor sick ass motherfuckers, man. You doing that shit, you just sick motherfucker and you deserve to die. Ain't no, we gotta sit you in jail. And you just gonna sit up for years, and then you might have a chance of coming home for being one of those. Nah, bro. I think those is like, to me, murder. You should be on the waiting list to die, bro. You should be able to die for that, bro. Like certain shit, hand in hand. I know some of them shits could be lies. Some of them shits could be not lies. Cause I'm gonna go into another person's story. Some of them shits could be lies. Some of them shits could be not lies. So before you execute somebody, make sure you have the whole facts and everything with real and all of that other shit. But other than that, nah, bro. Nah, bro. Your ass supposed to get the death penalty. Like Shorty about to get. Where is she from? London or something like that? This lady is mad young. They call her something of death. She working in the hospitals and shit like that. And killing babies. She done killed 7 babies. Let me see if I can find it. She done killed 7 babies. 7 fucking babies. You know what I mean? Like, doctor kills 7 kids, 7 babies, man. Yo, this world is turning strictly for the evil, bro. Strictly for the evil, boss. Ain't no turning back from these shits, man. Straight fucking evil. Come on, allow, man.
Don't let toxins build up in your body. Try this new Smart Patch instead. It draws out built-up chemicals in the most bizarre way possible. When we saw it on Facebook, we thought it was bullshit, but when we dug deeper, the science actually made sense.
These scientists realized that soles of the feet had the highest concentration of sweat pores in the human body. After hundreds of tests, they perfected an ingenious formula that helps drain the excess fluid through the bottom of the feet without you even knowing it. They named it Nubu, a natural Japanese-inspired foot patches that get rid of unwanted substances, such as bacteria and toxins. They cost less than $2, and the best part, it works while you sleep. These foot pads contain natural ingredients which stimulate acupuncture points in your feet and significantly reduce swelling. Just remove the adhesive backing and apply them to the soles of your feet before bed and wake up to see years of gross toxic waste collected in the patches. Look at Sarah. Every day after work, she had to lay with her legs raised as her legs twitched. She struggled with pain and swollen feet from edema for 2 years, but when she started using Nubu foot patches, she finally noticed how her
Check this
Oh,
weird
Lucy, is it?
stuff.
Yeah. Hello, my name's Chest, please. So give Stefan 2 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Using anybody else?
I'll put you in the back
They
seat.
brought her ass out.
Hold on, man. Yeah. Okay, just take a seat in there for me, Lucy. I'll move that seat forward a bit. Sure.
Yeah, I just had knee surgery.
Oh, right, okay.
They told me that there would be a lot more deaths and that I've been linked to somebody that was there for a lot of them.
Did you have any concerns that there was a rise in the mortality rate?
That's what power do.
Okay, so tell me about that.
Power do the weirdest, sickest shit.
You don't just notice as a team in general, the nursing staff, that this was a rise compared to previous years.
Don't let toxins build up in your body. Try this new Smart Patch instead. It draws out built-up chemicals in the most bizarre way possible. When we saw it on Facebook, we thought it was bullshit. But when we dug deeper,
This fucking lady was wicked. You go get a job that a lot of people wish they had, like, or have. That shit is paying the bills, taking care of whatever you gotta go take care of, and shit like that. You was granted that job, you know what I mean? And shit like that. And then you go, and what they was saying that what she was allegedly doing, she was putting air inside of the baby's veins and shit like that, spraying air inside the veins and shit, was fucking them up. And then some of them she was sticking air inside of their stomach, and then they said she was giving some other kind of medicine, and she did that to two twin boys. She killed like that. She put one in the stomach. Allegedly, they say she put one in the stomach, air in there, and then she put them in the veins. These is newborn kids, bro. Like, yo, people is weird and wicked. That seems like she lost her child. They be having movies on shit like that. So the females be losing their child, and then they go into some weird kind of their body get into some weird trance. So they believe in that. However, their baby died and shit like that, somebody else's kid should be suffering the same way. They lost their kid and now they taking somebody's kid and stuff like that, because that's kind of crazy. And then you young, like was that your whole? You seen it was easy? Was that your whole intentions? Or you seen it was easy for you to do some slick wicked shit like that? That's like, yo, these hospitals, bro. Last week we talked about hospitals, how they decapitated that lady baby and shit like that and everything. And then we talked about how they be poisoning. Like, you go in a hospital, a lot of old people be saying they poison them, they ain't coming out. That shit. And then you got niggas kidnapping babies in the hospital, and you gotta watch out for the hospital to make sure that your baby, you got your right baby and shit. You gotta make sure you see your baby. They put them shits in the wrong anchor and all type of bullshit. But then you got murderers. Like, literally, I used to see some shit back in the days. They had shows where they was showing like how they had old people that was working in a hospital was killing people and shit like that. People in the nursing home was killing people and shit like that and everything. Like, yo, hospital is a scary thing, bro. Scary fucking thing. If your leg ain't broke or you ain't seriously hurt, like, oh, I'm sick and shit, you do your over the counter shit, try to fix it unless your shit is worth. Hospital shit is like jail. You don't know when you coming out. 33-year-old today died in Rikers Island today. You know what I mean? They said this was the fifth throughout this year of deaths inside of Rikers Island. So they already on the verge. They had people walking through trying to take over that shit. Feds trying to get up into that shit. I don't even think that happened. I think they lost that one, but they walked through and did a walkthrough and see what's going on. There ain't no vital tells of what happened to Duke. Like, Was he beat up or did he commit suicide? But could have been suicide because he was already on there for like fighting a murder charge, attempted murder, some other shit, and shit like that. 33. Some probably was like, yo, man, I ain't gonna be able to take this bid if that happened, or maybe he got sick, it just happened, or whatever the fuck happened to that nigga. You give a fuck. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, now let's go up here to this motherfucking Biden shit. He was going to Hawaii, them people were like, get the fuck up out of here. Is it me? Or I don't know. I don't know how his wife looked. I never seen his wife. You know, people say, yo, yeah, you see him. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. He goes a lot of places by himself with I never see his wife. I never see his wife talk about nothing political, like really up there. If y'all be seeing it, that's on y'all. But I never see this man's wife and shit like that. They say them people out there is fucking tight right now at this man. This man came to their town and ride through. That shit looked weary. That looked eerie right there. How he rode through a designated town and the people outside with their cameras, with the news reporters and shit. And this nigga just riding through town. Like, yo, a dead ass town. I got some footage of that. But and then tell them niggas, yo, this the funny part. Tell them niggas $700 and they giving them loans. Yo, to rebuild your shit. You can get a loan, like a big loan from the government to rebuild and shit like that. I was listening to somebody talking about that shit. It's like, why would you do that and you own your land? Like, why would you take money from the government to rebuild and you own your land? Once you rebuild with their money, that should come with big interest tax, and it comes with big pile-ups and shit and if you can't pay that back, they come and take that whole shit. And I'm like, wow. So they was like, that shit happened to the people in Hurricane Katrina when the shit went down. Allegedly, when the shit happened, a lot of people the government was giving out rebuild. They didn't say, yo, here go money to rebuild your shit like they do every other country and shit when destruction goes on over there. They said that here we're gonna give you a loan. We're gonna give you a loan that happened like natural disaster. I get it. But them people wasn't the one that caused that fire and all of that. And I know their homes should have been insured. So you giving them money, but you could go in there and easy take it back off your high interest rates and all of that. And these people already suffering, trying to rebuild. Yeah, that should have looked all good and all of that. You know, it takes time to rebuild. These people won't probably be back into their home for another couple of years. By then, y'all probably be looking on the shit and looking at that land, be like, yo, nah, I don't think these people could build back here. I don't think the soil is right. I don't think none of that shit is right. And we got to go do mad tests on there to see if it's still habitable for people to live there and be on there. That's the killing right there, bro. That is the killing. You know what I mean? Like you would come there and you know what's so crazy about? All right, if y'all have to do anything to that land that's where all of that shit is burnt, do all of the mansions and everything on the outside of the script applies inside of those rules. I would wonder, will all of that shit apply inside of those rules? But that shit is deep. But let me show you what I was talking about, baby. Word up, man. TMZ posted that shit up. I gotta go do this shit. This is shit. This is shit. That's some real shit though. That is some real shit. You come to other nigga cities with this bullshit. Y'all there's people know in the back of their mind what went down. What went down on the Ace Spoon Conan and shit. I'm looking for y'all. It's so long, man. Don't take me. This dude was weird up there too. Son was a weirdo. Well, sure. I had to get back to that. Yeah. Well, anyway, I'll get back to that. Well, anyway, Duke was out there, B. He is out there, and them niggas, as soon as he passed by, the Chan was booing him. And the people there test that dirt for arson. Yeah, they gotta test that dirt for arson. Yo, that's a big fact, Mike. That's a big fact, Michael. They do gotta test that for arson. They gotta test that for a whole lot of shit before them people can get back in there. That's the shit. That's the shit they not talking about. But them people over there is tight. Them Hawaiians is like, yo, we are Hawaiian. This is not the US or whatever, none of that. We are our own people. We don't want them over here. We don't want the Americans over here. Leave us alone. Because they trying to do their own investigation. Yep, they trying to do their own investigation. So you already know what's up with that one, man. Once Biden go in there and clear it out and let them know, yeah, that's not havable. That's what he went through the time to go see and see if it's havable and tell all of these people these myths. If your house burned down, why is it you only gonna give me $700 for to take care of my family? I got a whole family. That probably was control. And then these people was making more than $700. You understand what I'm saying? Like they jobs, they had houses out there, so it looked like they could afford what they was maintaining and stuff like that. So these people out here had a whole lot of shit to lose. A whole lot of it was control. We all might say that. Yo, that's weapons that they testing, bro. That's weapons that they testing. So when the spaceships come, that's how the spaceship's gonna blow other places up. This shit is like one of them alien movies and shit like that. Cause you know they here. They gonna blame that shit on the aliens. Then you're gonna start seeing more shit like that happening. You're gonna start to see more fires predicted like that because there is mad fires that's going on right now. It's like mad fires that's going on all over the world right now. All over the world. I mean, all over the world. That shit is even hitting in the cities with woods and all of that shit. Anything with mad trees, shit gonna catch Central Park and all of these other parks and all of these other shits. Once you see that shit start doing that, then you know it's over. When it start hitting your major parks and shit like that, then you know it's over, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's hitting all over in Jersey Woods, all down the East Coast, all down the West Coast, all down South, all that shit. Everybody's getting hit. Everybody's getting hit with fire now. It ain't going from storms. The storms and shit, like Hillary, they saying in Los Angeles, it wasn't that bad, like as we thought it was. We thought it would be, and shit like that. The land itself is worth more than, yep. The land itself, yeah, that's a commodity. That's everything, bro. Everything, all that shit runs up on that land, bro. That land right there, yo, so much shit could be built on there. Yo, they could use that and move those rich people from over there, and that could be a straight army base. You know what I mean? Yeah, $700. Yeah, that could be a straight army base for them. And where I think they do got a military base out there in Hawaii, if I'm not mistaken, but that could be another military base for them. And they put their shit there. All they doing is buying up property without have to telling you, yo, we want to buy it, and you say, nah, we don't want to sell. All right, we can make you sell. That sounds like a old shit from back in the days where somebody needed that building right there. And you seen batteries not included, where they had niggas go and burn up the crib so they could put a big ass high rise over there and all of that type of shit. That's that type of shit that niggas with money can probably play that game. And then say, I'm gonna give you some little money. You feel me? Yo, after you did that shit, you're gonna give me some little money. After all that shit happened, we get little bread. We get little bread. So that's the shit. For all those fires are engineered to get all the people in one area. Yep. Yep. I believe that. I believe that. I believe jail do exist on the outside world. I don't believe jail is just a facility. I believe it's also out on the outside world that we all locked in a cage. You could go only to certain places when they tell you and shit like that. They monitor you on the trains. They monitor you on the bus. They monitor you in the when you driving in the streets and shit like that. You know anything? They say, oh, that's for speeding. Nah, that's for to catch your license plate. The same shit they do here, do everywhere to catch your license plates on every move you went. Oh, this car went this corner, that corner, and all that other shit. It's the same shit. That's why they want you to get those new cars and shit. Those new electric cars and all that. That whole shit is computerized, connected to their board. So if your ass is running and trying to move and do whatever, they could shut that shit down without having to chase you. You know what I mean? All that shit is in play, bro. All that shit is in play. But when he go over there and he go and see that designated area, they saying that still like what's the name on fire? Fucking Canada. But why nobody not getting that smoke that they got when it first was on fire? A big fire. That shit's still on big ass fire. And we ain't get that red city like we had got in New York, that red ass world. We ain't get that. What was that? That shit was like you was in a fucking fly squatter shit and we the flies, and somebody on the top of the world just spray that shit. The shit that the old nigga died in what you call the movie? This fucking that mafia shit. With the grandson spray that shit in his fucking Godfather. The grandfather, the grandson sprayed that spray in the Godfather face. That shit killed that nigga. Boom, boom. I remember those fly cans too. Those shits was dangerous. Yeah, man. Like, yo, this shit is a crazy world, man. A crazy ass world, bro. You gonna flip it though. You know you're gonna flip it though, because all the wrong and the righteous is coming to the air, bro. You know, right now, to the people that's out there that's trying to speak that righteous mind, they getting crashed down by the wrong because you know they speaking that shit, man. They speaking in tongue. You know, you could be speaking in English, but you could be speaking in tongue, that knowledge, bro. They put that knowledge to them niggas' heads, to these people's heads, and it's now you a threat. Because they want you to know that we is gonna be in the outside jail. Everybody gonna be in one spot. And we're gonna have to ask to eat. We're gonna have to ask to eat. Y'all people so used to asking us to eat anyway. So we're gonna have to ask for some food, bro. Y'all so used to asking us about this and asking us about that. Yo, man, going into VAC, I told you I ain't gonna be for that long, man. Going into that, I don't talk about this dude, man. This famous TikToker. They breaking them spells, man. They bringing out all those TikTokers that's out there trying to do something positive and shit like that. And speaking that truth, if you ain't got no protection, your ass is out, bro. They want them niggas to be up there talking about fucking niggas up all day, eat a dick, and killing niggas, and who told on who snitched on what, man. We got paperwork, we got family things to do and shit like that, and all that other shit, man. And who's this and that, man, the third, man, and all of that. Live snitching, all type of shit, man. Like, yo, and getting paid for that shit, bro. And getting paid for that shit. But when people be out there to try to speak the truth and put situations into a good faith for everybody to have something to think about, your ass is going down, bro. Shut down. They did it to brother Rashad Jamal, bro. You know what I mean? They did that to the brother right there, bro. Oh, bro, the brother out there is preaching, you know what I mean? Trying to get your mind, your body, and to separate you from putting you into your spiritual world and all of that other shit. And but also talking governmental shit and a whole lot of shit and telling you how to build up your energy and put in all of these and telling you words and spells and all of that and everything. They bring his ass right down to reality. You ain't too much soul, brother. We had too many motherfucking Martin Luther Kings, Malcolm X, and the so-ons and the so-ons and the so-ons and all this. You're not trying to bring up nobody's spirit, bro. We're going to show you how you on our platform. When you on somebody else's platform and not your own platform, that's how that shit works. You got to go apply by rules, bro. You got to apply by rules. You got to be obedient. You got to be not disrespectful. You know what I mean? They got this dude out here putting this on his jacket. They putting that on that man's jacket. The brother giving that man 18 years for molestation charges. Child molestation. You know, I don't get it with these people with doing shit like that or allegedly doing that because you know what I mean? This is what the news putting up there and putting out there on this brother. It's just hard to put a finger on some of the stuff. And this brother is coming from like the soul. Everything he's telling you and he's building on and putting on is like on your spiritual self of naturally like where you came from. I don't know if a lot of people believe him. A lot of people be listening in to him, but I know he have a lot of followers. But son, no lie. He be talking some shit.
We've seen this before, y'all, and never thought nothing of it. All them birds on the power line, you don't be thinking shit of it. Like, oh, but they sitting there actually charging up. All right. These are your government drones. They fly all over and they record surveillance. Now, I'm finna name off the 13 bird species that are actually recording your ass. Okay. The brown thrasher, pigeons. You got pigeons in cities, crows, blue jays, ringneck parakeet, goldfinch, the sparrow, swallows, owls, chickens, turkeys, and ravens. Okay. So any bird I didn't mention is not a government bird. It's not recording you. Government drones, artificial, not real. And if you didn't know, used to watch you. This is why parrots are able to mock them. My parrots are not real birds. They are drones. And they like to put them, they be in nature, but they like to put them in people's houses. Because remember, a lot of people like to buy parrots, right? People have parrots. You ever wonder, like, Why can't you train a parrot to talking shit, not other birds? Because the parrot isn't a fucking real bird. It's a fucking drone, a robot, computerized. He can repeat what you repeating, right? You can program him like you can program Siri, right? Can't you program Siri? You can program Siri to say all type of shit.
Now, there's another one. They really don't want me to play his shit. But Duke could go on and on and on about what's really going on. Yeah, they Zach. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Don't forget it.
Yep. Boy got knowledge, man. But boy got knowledge, man. But they put him into a spell where they said that this man was molesting his ex girlfriend kids, and he had a little boy by this woman, but he was so-called molesting and the kids and got found guilty for that shit. I'm like, yo, bro, why is it always they did that to brother Polite? He was on the same shit, niggas. Nobody talks about that, but he's home. But I guess he had to put down that okay, whatever his case is, allegedly, whatever his case is. But when somebody's speaking something real, it's a target. You're a target. Like you bring down your system. I don't know. I don't have belief in everything he's saying and all that shit, but I know I'm not African. Like I told niggas, I'm not a part of that, bro. Like, yo, y'all niggas over here, that's cool on how you feel. But molestation, like what we said, we went back in there. That is dangerous, bro. If you're gonna die, you die by electrocution. You see, they giving people 18 years, 20 years. You still give a person time to come home, but he still got to wear that on his sleeve. But you still get time to come home from some shit like that, bro. Word up. I don't think you should be able to get no time to be coming home for that. I think use a lost case, bro. That's it. I think that should go in the same penalty as murder. If you caught multiple people, well, that's it for your ass, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you should have known what you was doing. You should have been paying attention, bro. Like, yo, son, you can't be around no kids, man. That's a fucked up feeling. Especially you got loved ones. That's a fucked up feeling. You can't be around nobody, bro. No schools, no nothing, bro. Man, son, now you got family that love you and know that's some mishap, or that might be you. You can't even love your family. You can't even love your little ones and shit. They got to be adults to understand you and want to fuck with you, depending on your statics. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way in hell, and you have to do that when you was young. That sound like some young shit, yo, for real, for real. That to me, that sound like some young shit. He was young when he did that. He wasn't that far off young if he did that, allegedly. He wasn't that far off young, man. Let me go back to what I should say. How he really went down though. He wasn't that far off. Right. And peace to the God, and God is a planet, bro. But that wasn't too peaceful. What you did, bro, it wasn't too peaceful. But until oh nah, he already got what's the name for that shit? My bad. I was like allegedly. You already got convicted of that. From 18 to 20 years, this is what's going around. I could be wrong, bro, but this is what's going around. You already got convicted of that. So peace to these righteous people that's catching these kids, and then that's not just going on there. That's going on all over the world. To somebody that try to lead you to something. I don't want to put names up in there and shit because that should cause the problems. But for somebody to try to lead you to something, they always try to take advantage of you. You know what I mean? Especially when you a kid. That's in Hollywood. That's in everything. That's in music. That's in all of that, man. Imagine what goes on. You're supposed to have grown people supposed to be leaders. You know, if you older than somebody, you're supposed to be trying to teach them, not take away from them. You know what I mean? How they gonna learn? You know? How the fuck you gonna learn? You going around taking away from them. That's why I say with R. Kelly. Yo, yeah, I like your music, yeah, I like whatever, but you took away from a lot of young people, bro. That wasn't called for. You know, the innocent. You know what I mean? And not just you. If you're gonna lock that man up, you're gonna start investigating everything. Why there is no police patrol like how you got for the crimes out there, like the fucking robberies and murders and all that other shit? Why isn't nobody really sitting out there doing these investigations? Like a real police force, we going for everybody. Nobody off the list. Nobody off the list. I don't give a fuck if you rich, you poor, you whoever. Nobody off the list. You'd be filling that whole courtroom up. You'll have, yo, and you talking about making money? Y'all make all y'all money back to all of those rich people that's out there and to all of those people out there that's in the medium class and all that shit is doing that, bro. I just told you, a old ass man snatched up a 5-year-old girl today, out shopping with their moms, turn around, and the girl is gone. They catch this nigga at the train station. Catching someone at the train station. Now, what you was going to do with that little 5-year-old girl, homeboy? Was you going to sell her or was you going to keep her captured? Now that y'all got him, y'all got to do a whole lot of big investigation on that motherfucker. Now we got to go to your crib. We going through everything because we caught you red-handed. You can't cover up nothing. We want computers. We want everything. And see how long you was doing this, bro. How long you was doing it. Like you can't even turn your eye. Like you got to carry a 5-year-old in the stroller. And I seen that. No, I ain't gonna lie about that. I seen a lot of. I ain't seen no what's the name. I seen a lot of Puerto Rican white people in that doing that. They had motherfucking kids in there like 9 years old pushing them in a fucking stroller. I seen one had a fat ass little baby. No, not a baby. I mean a grown ass kid inside of a fucking stroller. And the Wells was like, help me, like, yo, can you get him out of there? Can you get him out? Nah. So that shit do happen. That shit is like that. But yeah, man. You gotta go through there and emerge and look through everything. You gotta look up under the bed. You got caught red-handed. And what was your mental? First you go to the hospital and disrupt your brain, like, yo, so what was your mental? Why was you doing that? What was the reason why you grabbed somebody else's kid and took flight? Nigga. Oh man, bro. Damn, bro. And then you go jump in the train station where it's crowded people. So you could disappear just like that. So what was you how was that playing? You planning shit like that, bro. You planning shit like that. That's like you stealing clothes, bro. I know what store I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna rack up. Like, yo, come on, B. Come on, B. Luckily that APB went out right on time. We caught that on the news. As soon as it happened, they put that shit on the news. They said, fuck that Amber Alert. We going strictly to TV. And TV got your ass right there. So you're not getting away with that. Some of the odds of they putting cameras all over in the city, or all over in everybody's town to watch you, be good to some shit. Like you in the store and shit. You walk around the store and the nigga got like 18 videos up there and shit. And that's going through the whole store. You go to the bathroom, there's a camera sitting in front of the bathroom. So when you come out, they make sure you come in, came out the same way. You know what I mean? That be good to shit like that. Oh shit, niggas going kidnapping kids and all that. We got them on camera. We got this shit, and every move you make, every step you make, all right, we got you right here. Boom, we got them. Lock it down. Certain shit. Well, come into crimes and niggas on the corner, everybody outside, something happened and shit like that. Nah, that's not Gucci. That's not Gucci. Shit like that. It's not Gucci for nobody, man. You want to be real, man. Pay attention to your kids, man. Word up. Stay up on it. Yo, ask them questions. Ask them all type of shit. When they go out to school, when they go out in the street, see you not around. You even ask them about your teachers. You ask them about all type, even people in their class. You know, if it's a boy or a girl or what, and who, what. You stay on your kids. Always try to be vigilant. I know there's blind sides, just like you driving the car, there's blind sides. So I know, you always got to be a vigilant on them kids, man. Yo, Rashid, man, Rashad, man, I can't feel for you, bro. I can't feel for you because you got locked up for it. If you get locked up, you getting ready to do time for that, bro. If you here sitting here fighting it like this is a lie, or this is a government plant that, yeah, if that's your ex and they could get that shit and make some shit like that, yo, it can happen. It can happen. When you start talking overboard shit, you really into your mental, your spiritual shit. You really going in your essence. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But to a lot of people, it's wrong with where we try to find ourselves. You know what I mean? Try to go in there and look and see in the inside where we really came from. Nobody don't want us to know that. I never understand that. I never understand that. And why we never went into originally knowing where we from. Everybody talking about all of this other shit and all that other shit. I'll be catching headaches with that shit. Like, I really want to know my original DNA, my original factors, my original compound of my what's name. I'm not going to Ancestry. I'm not going the Mudfoots and the Bigfoots and the Giants and the Kuchkas, whatever the fuck. I'm not going through that. No. I'm not going through that, man. I do my own lab report. That's all it takes. You do your own lab report, bro. And that's what Sam is doing, his own lab report, showing you where vibrations. And a lot of people don't know about that. But now I've been taught by a child, or listening to a child, allegedly must be pedophile or whatever, molestation, must weird shit, bro. Bro, man, don't get me into that. Yo, with that be saying, man, pay attention to your family, man. Pay attention to your square. Pay attention to your circle, your triangle, whatever you're trying to make, man. I know you need that diamond though, that pyramid, and not no Illuminati shit. Word up. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to Mike Murray. Shout out to Brooklyn of the Brown Table. Shout out to Ain't Nothing Funny Always, bros. Shout out to that big product, man. Shout out to Jay. Talk to him, Jay. Shout out to Brock. Eddie Brock, man. They call him Brock with the Crocs. Shout out to that dude, man. Shout out to the team. Shout out to Brooklyn. Facts. And everything else, man. Peace. Family too. One word, I just forgot about that. Shout out to my family, man. We take care of business. Shout out.